This president gave us a finance bill. That was very unpopular. We passed it for him. This president gave us a housing levy. Very unpopular. We passed it for him. This president has asked us to pass SHA. We sat here until 10 p.m. Passed it for him. What have we done for him?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your greatest support. I have to appreciate you guys for what you are doing. You are doing an amazing job by subscribing, by liking, by watching the video, and also dropping me your comment at the comment section is very much important, because I normally say that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. And thank you guys for keeping on telling me what you think about the videos that we are doing, giving me that feedback. Also tells a lot. Now, recently, I've been thinking of something. I know maybe majority of you have not thought of this, or maybe people have thought of it, but now the way they think about it is different. Since William RUTO started fighting with his members of parliament, and then now yesterday and today, this fire has really broke. There's a fire between the executive and the legislature. I've been asking myself that we Kenyans are the ones that elected these members of parliament, right? We are the people that elected even the president himself. We are the people that elected them. We employed them. The president to execute, and then now we have got the members of parliament to legislate, and then we have got the judiciary, which is normally appointed. So I've been asking that these members of parliament, have they been working for us Kenyans, or they've been working for William RUTO? Now, you'll give me your thought at the comment section, but I just want to give you what I think. The question is this: since we elected these members of parliament, have they been working for us Kenyans, or they've been working for William Arap Samoei RUTO, the president of the Republic of Kenya? Because if they've really been working for us, then all these things could have not backfired. And then, if they've been working for William RUTO, and then they've changed their ways, or maybe they've changed the way they've been working for William RUTO, automatically this thing must backfire. Now, in this video, I want us to look at some of the reasons why I think that these members of parliament have not been working for Kenyans, but rather they've been working for William RUTO, and therefore, after failing to do what William RUTO wanted, or what William RUTO needed them to do, now they decided to backfire on RUTO and on them too. The issue of the bribe, William RUTO decided now to backfire on them on the issue of the bribery allegations, simply because they don't, or maybe they're failing to perform their duty as per the president's expectation. Now, Kenya's politics is turning into a thriller. We have to accept that, and therefore, when you try to look at members of parliament for very many days, very many years, they've been accused for working for the president. I think that's what we're talking about. That they've been accused of working for the president, not for the people. But then, now the same members of parliament who have been working for William Samoei RUTO, and now are turning against him. Now, what is happening is that now, after these people have turned against William RUTO, so William RUTO now is now accusing them. Why? Because they have failed to do or to perform their duties as per William RUTO's expectation. I think that is what I've talked about. That they fail to do what William RUTO expects, and therefore they have to be accused of taking bribes of worth 150 million shillings or 10 million shillings to pass simple bills. Now, as we get into the discussion, ladies and gentlemen, let me just quickly remind you that if at all we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to drop me a comment, tell me what you think and where you are watching this video from. And if at all you're within the country, tell me which part of the country you're watching from, county number. And if you're outside the country, tell me which country, or drop me the flag at the comment section so that I can figure it out by myself. Let us get into the discussion. Reason number one as to why I think that these members of parliament for a very long time, they've not been working for Kenyans, but they're working for William RUTO, and therefore, and right now, why this thing is backfiring is number one. Members of parliament have been serving RUTO, not Kenyans. In which way? Look at the issue of the rubber stamps parliament. And then now, since Ruto took office, many members of parliament, especially from his Kenya Kwanza side, have been accused of blatantly pushing government bills, even when Kenyans resisted. We all remember what happened during the finance bill protest. Majority of the people that voted for the finance bill 2024-2025 were the Kenya Kwanza leaders, members of parliament. I remember when William Ruto stopped this thing, people like Kimani Chungwa. So you see, that one shows you that all along, these people have not been working for Kenyans, because supposed to be they were working for Kenyans. They could have rejected the finance bill 2024. Look at the bills that these guys have been passing. The SHA. They know very well that Kenyans are against this. And in fact, right now, they're the people that are confessing that they've been working for William Ruto day in day. There is no bill that William Ruto took to parliament which they failed to pass on behalf or maybe in favor of William Ruto. I want us to listen to this member of parliament.
When BBI came, the same thing. Now we have this opportunity, and I thought this would be used to bring the country together and fight these ills together. Corruption has been pointed out as the biggest ill we've had. And all those initiatives, the one of Uhuru and RAILA, the one now, corruption was at the forefront to be fought. But it disheartens me, Mr. Speaker, for the president to come before members of parliament and tell us that he knows that a governor gave people money. He knows that an MP was given money. And those governors and those MPs are not arrested. What does he want us to do? Are we police? If you're the president and you know those who are stealing, why don't you arrest them? Why do you come to tell us? What do I have to do with it? You are the president. You are saying you want to fight corruption. And you know those who are stealing. What are you waiting for? Is it our business? Everyone should carry out their functions. This president gave us a finance bill that was very unpopular. We passed it for him. This president gave us a housing levy. Very unpopular. We passed it for him. This president has asked us to pass SHA. We sat here until 10 p.m. Passed it for him. What have we done for him? What has this parliament not done for president that he now has to come and bastardize us? What? Let him do his job. And why he's also involved in corruption, we will follow him. You can't come and name everyone else to be corrupt as if yourself you're very clean. It doesn't work like that. We have one country. We must all protect this country. We won't allow. We are not begging for CDF. We don't use CDF money ourselves. We're not begging for CDF to be kept. Senate should not beg to carry out his functions. It is not the job of RAILA to tell us what the law says. It can't be. This House must take it back seriously going forward. And if there's a PS or a minister stealing money, let us deal with them. But we can't allow people to come and start reading for us Riot Act as if themselves they are very clean. This parliament must reclaim its place in history, because you cannot go before governors, abuse us, insult us, then call us. Instead of telling us why you called us, you start lecturing us on matters that you should deal with personally.
Now, the second thing, just under that issue of not serving Kenyans, serving Ruto and not serving Kenyans but serving Ruto and themselves, I want us to look at the lavish lifestyle that these members of parliament have been living. You know, as an ordinary Kenyan, as an ordinary Kenya, most of the time we battle with the high cost of living, while members of parliament flaunted luxury cars and lavish spendings, fueling anger on social media. This fed the perception that they were working for power and privilege, not for Mwananchi. How many members of parliament are living a lavish life and then they are coming to show people like Oscar Sudi? How much are they being paid? Let us just ask these questions. How much are these members of parliament being paid? And how much are they really living according to how, okay, it's not like maybe we expect them to live the life that we are living, that maybe someone now is living in a 2-bedroom, you know, in a 1-bedroom, in a bed-sitter, in a single bedroom. We don't expect them to do that, but do your things. Why come show us? Because, you know, the moment you are showing people the kind of life that you're living, people like, now let us take for instance, people like Millicent Omanga. people like Murkomen, people like us. If somebody is telling you that just a single wristwatch costs something like 1 point something million, the shoes, the tie, the suit itself, so the whole of that suit is enough to build someone's life. You see? And then they come publicly to tell us. You see, that one shows you that these people are not even after working for us. They are after working for themselves and William Ruto. They don't care about how Kenyans feel. They don't care about what anybody is feeling. They only care about what William Ruto is feeling and what they themselves are feeling. Another reason as to why these members of parliament are serving Ruto, have been serving Ruto, is the way they've been shielding the executive. You know, oversight which should be checked, should check the government, was often watered down, and many members of parliament seemed more eager to please the president than to question him. Remember the way things were being passed in parliament. You know you can't question William Ruto. They fear questioning William Ruto because they know that if we question this guy, we're going to lose our job. Now, the second thing is this issue of Ruto's explosive accusation. That one, I think I've tried to elaborate it when I was beginning the video, that, you know, these members of parliament have been working for William Ruto, and now after working for William Ruto, they realized that what they're doing is not right maybe. They've been taking bribes, and now, instead of now defending Ruto, they're reluctant. Now, their relaxation have really sent signals to William Ruto and telling William Ruto that these guys, they don't want to work. Now, if they don't want to work, let me find a way of exploiting them with accusations. The first accusation, they've been taking bribes. They've been taking bribes worth 150 million. You know, 150 million is a very huge amount of money. Hiyo ni pesa kubwa sana. Pesa 150 is very pesa mingi sana. The second thing is the issue, the twist. You know, these are the same members of parliament who have often been loyal soldiers. These guys have been loyal to William Ruto. Now, why are you accusing them? They've been loyal to you. They've been passing bills. They've been doing everything. And now that loyalty has backfired. How has it backfired? Number one, look at the issue of public perception. For months, Kenyans have accused members of parliament of being too close to Ruto and ignoring people's pain by blaming them for bribery. Ruto shift the heat away from State House on to parliament. I think I talked about this yesterday, and let me just quickly repeat it for a little. You know, that public perception, how is it coming? It's coming this way. Every Kenyan understands that the problem starts at the State House, and the cause of the problem is William Ruto. So when the cause of the problem is William Ruto, and everybody knows that, it is really trying to find a way of shifting this. It doesn't want to look like he's guilty. So instead of people blaming him, because people have blamed him, people have really blamed William Ruto, which is right. Everybody has got a right to blame the president if things are not working right. Everybody has got a right to blame the president. Now, the president amegundua kwamba nimelaumiwa sana, let me take the blame to parliament. Now, you know, once he's to parliament, what will happen next is, I don't pass bills. Bills are passed in parliament. Now, the parliamentarians are saying that we pass what has been brought to us by the executive. You see, like when the executive tell us that they want this issue of SHA to pass, we pass it. When the executive tells us that we want this person to be impeached, we do that. So we follow orders from the executive. Now, the executive is like Pilate, is washing its hand and saying that I'm innocent. I don't know what has been happening in this country. This country has been under siege beginning from the parliament. The members of parliament, your members of parliament, have been doing 1, 2, 3 things without your knowledge. Now, the president knows that this thing has been happening because he's the cause. He's the one that has been driving these things to happen. Right now, anataka kuruka our watu 40 Why? Because he knows that if he's silent, then our watu watampaka matope. Matope ambayo anapaswa kupakwa kabisa. That is the thing. Another reason why this thing is showing you that these guys have not been serving Kenyans, but themselves and William Ruto, is the way they are fighting back. You know, I was shocked. Like that members of parliament didn't lie down the same round. They've decided to shut down committee meetings. They paralyzed parliament business, and even called RUTO for someone. They've summoned RUTO to go and answer questions under Article 125 of the Constitution to prove his claim. So you know, why do they want William Ruto to go and prove his claim? Number one, these guys knows very well that if William Ruto fails to clear the air, then some of the people will take what William Ruto said seriously. Why so? Majority of them have not been performing the way is expected. So if they are silent, wakinyamaza, then automatically it will look like enye ile kitu tu alikuwa anasema ni ukweli. Another thing, the way tables are turning, instead of weakening MPs, the allegation united them across both Kenya Kwanza and Azimio against the president. I think now, initially, the members of parliament that are coming from Azimio la Umoja and Kenya Kwanza government have never been in good terms. Even during the proceedings, you could listen to the way people like Emilio Diambo insulting Kimani Chugwa and all that. But why are they coming together? They're coming together to, you know, what is funny with this parliament, the 13th parliament is this. There are people, they're just good people. Kuna tu wale ambao ni wazuri, they're just doing what is needed, they're just doing what is necessary. But then kuna wale wachafu. So wale wachafu wachache want to destroy the names of our wazuri wengine. And therefore, they've decided that we want to cover up. How will we cover up? We come together as a parliament. And then someone, William Ruto, let him come here and answer these questions. Because if we keep quiet, then it'll blow. Our secrets will be blown. Now, once they are blown, members of the citizens or Kenyans will automatically know what has been going on in this parliament. The fourth thing is what we should ask ourselves, that why is it that this issue matters? Why is it that this crisis, you know, this war between the parliament and the executive, the legislative and the executive matters? Number one is the crisis of trust. Nobody trusts, in fact, they don't trust themselves. The members of parliament don't trust William Ruto. William Ruto don't trust them. Because from the look of things, even Kimani Chungwa was saying that nowadays, mimi ni kama ng'ombe. Nilikuwa nalishwa tu ili baadaye nije nikachinjwe. I was being fattened so that I be slaughtered. And in fact, he was saying that William Ruto don't even listen to me anymore. You know, there is a crisis of trust. He doesn't trust the people that has been with him for a very long time. Number two, the youth's anger. Kenyans have been, the youth have been angry every day, every now and then. They speak about this. Nobody answers. They protest. You know, nobody takes them serious. So up to the point that right now, the members of parliament are sensing that ile kitu ambayo Gen Zs walikuwa wanafanya, kumbe ilikuwa na maana. You know, before something happens, or before you experience some pain, you cannot know what someone is going through. Just the same way I normally say, I like saying this statement that when someone dies, the siren of an ambulance is fun, or it's funny when it's not in your home. But ikifika kwenu, you will really feel it. Or kukula kwa matanga, eating in a funeral, umeenda kwa kata, unakula, unasherekea, kwa wenyewe ni tamu sana. But now when that kata is in your home, whereby you've lost one of your loved ones, just like I lost my grandmom some months back, a month ago, it feels sometimes you end up not even eating anything, because you are asking yourself a lot of questions. Why your family? Why you? Those questions must be there. So that anger, you know, why is this thing? Why are these things happening this way? Matters a lot, and also the issue of political fallout. The RUTO is really strategizing to control the narrative, which is backfiring. The narrative of one term, one term, two term. Because remember, some of these members of parliament are with the Wamunyor, the one term. People like Wamuchomba, people like Babu Wino, though they have not said, but it is evident right now that they are with the one term slogan. But instead of exposing corrupt MPs, he exposed the crack in his own political base. Are you seeing? You've been told, expose these people. You are saying that you know there are some people who are given 10 million or 50 million. Why can't you expose them? Why keeping silent? Just say that ni moja mbili tatu ni huyu na huyu na huyu na huyu. But at the end of the day, it's we have to accept that it's not just about 150 million shillings. It's about a system where members of parliament and the president have played politics with the people's lives. And RUTO once had these MPs in his corner. But now, by accusing them of bribery, he may have created his biggest political enemies yet. And in Kenya, political loyalty flip fast. You see, loyalty in politics flip very fast. But again, before I give you a chance at the comment section, let me ask you this question. What do you really think? Are these members of parliament finally standing up for Kenyans, or they're just protecting themselves? Is it a way that these guys are standing? They've decided, okay, because we have been accused of stealing, let us now stand with Kenyans. Or they're just protecting themselves? Because I was listening to them. Ukisikia mtu anasema kwamba all these things we've not been doing it for ourselves, you know. We've been doing it for Kenyans. We've been doing it for blah blah blah. So I've been failing to understand. Are they really crying simply because they are feeling the pain of Kenyans, or they are crying simply because they've been exposed of taking bribes? Of course, we know that they've been taking bribes for a very long time, but is it a way of showing us that we are with you, Kenyans? The last question, which I don't know, but I'll give you a chance in the comment section to tell me what you think. Is this one of the ways that William Ruto is using, together with these members of parliament, to distract Kenyans from something very important? Because what I believe, you know, I've really watched the criteria or the slogan in this Kenyan politics, and I realized something, that once something wants to happen, if you see chaos here and there, you know, kuna mvutano kati ya viongozi, there is something that wants to happen in this country. And the Kenyans have been distracted, because right now everybody is concentrating on the members of parliament and William Ruto. William Ruto right now is not even in Kenya. You see, he's not even in Kenya. Members of parliament are keeping on talking, oh, we want him here, let him come and explain, let him come and answer these questions. But then, what is it that they are trying to hide? After all, guys, that's just my thought, and that is all for now. Let me also know what you think at the comment section. Don't forget to drop me a comment. Tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Big.